Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but it did. I do hope everyone enjoyed, had a fantastic weekend. It's Monday morning. I am headed to work. We got some much needed rain yesterday, albeit a month's worth of rain all in the span of less than 24 hours, but we did get rain, and there is nothing better for your garden or your flowers than rain. I know it depends on where you live, because you know we can get acid rain. I've heard of that before when I was a kid, but hopefully you get good rain and not acid rain. But yeah, we did get some great rain yesterday. We got a cool front coming through. It's going to cool things off. So me and Jimmy are going to, it's maybe too wet today to go work on the greenhouse foundation. So we're ready to get the foundation in. Well, we're already putting it in. We got it halfway done yesterday, and it was so hot. I know, y'all, I posted it. I think there's a video posted about it. And so we got part of it done yesterday. Gonna get work on it this week, get the rest of the foundation put in, and then I thought that car was gonna pull out in front of me. And then I'm ready to decide. I have to decide, and I keep wavering back and forth. I can't decide if I want to get sand put in and then put pavers on the top of the sand to help absorb heat and then to release it at night to help heat the greenhouse. And that's really not going to make that big of a difference. If you really want to, the honest opinion, it's not going to make a huge difference in heating the greenhouse. Or if I want to go with what I call little river stones, you know, they're the little bitty river rock. So I can't decide which way to go. I don't know what I want to put in as the floor. I can't make up my mind. I'm so torn. I really want the river rock or the little pebble. They call that something and I can't, but it's the little pebbles, because of drainage. That would really, you know, it would drain really well, whereas I am afraid that if I put the sand and the pavers in, that it's going to hold water, and there's not going to be any drainage, you know, and then it's going to get slick. Then I'm going to fall, and then I'm going to hurt myself. Yeah, I sprained my wrist, so that's what all that's about. Yeah, so that's decisions. I have to make that decision here, like, I think this week, because we'll be ready to go get the gravel or the sand. So I've got to make this decision pretty quick, and I'm really leaning. The gravel is what I'm going to call it gravel, not rock. So the gravel is what I wanted to start with. That's what, and then Jimmy and Dad kind of talked me out of it, but you know, I keep going back to the rock, the gravel. So that's more than likely what I'm going to go with is the gravel. We'll see. You'll see when when I show it to you. And then the rest of it, we got to put in additional bracing as we build the greenhouse. So, but anyway, we'll be ready to go after we get this foundation in. We're ready to start putting it, the framework together. I've got to tape all of the edges of the panels, which, with HVAC tape, that has to be done. But I can do that in the evenings when I come in from work, and I'll make a video and show you how I do that. And now on to the quilting world. So I just finished the moon cake quilt. It made about a 54 by 54 quilt, and it is adorable. And that quilt will be going in the online shop, once I get that up and running. I'm thinking October 1st before I can get the online shop really ready to go and have some things to go in there. My mom and dad are going to have some things in the online shop as well. There'll be a video of my mom doing her woodworking tomorrow on Tuesday the 20th. So, you know, look for that. I think it's coming out at 5 a.m. Central Standard Time. So you get to see my mommy. And I'll get some videos up of my dad and what he does, just so y'all can see. And, you know, you see Jimmy Jimmy has a wood shop too, and he does work in his wood shop, and I'll try and get videos of him doing his thing when we get, right now he's all about the greenhouse. Jimmy has a one-track mind. When he gets on something, that's what he's on. So, and of course y'all see the stuff that I make, and I'm going to start branching out and doing some different things. I love quilting. Oh yes, and I announced yesterday we're going to have a sew-along coming up with a free pattern that I have created myself called Winter's Kiss. And you could actually do this quilt in any colors. I am going to be using grays, some really pretty grays to make this quilt. And this quilt is going to be really big to go on our bed, so it will be going to the Long Armor. Oh, and I'm going to visit the Long Armor, I do believe, this week to take my Moonbeams quilt, so I will take you guys along for the ride for that. I'll ask her if that's okay. Send her a message today and tell her I'm going to come by one day this week to drop my quilt off. I just got to get the backing ready to go, get it starched and pressed, and then do a lap of honor around my quilt top. So that's what's been going on. If you've missed any of the videos, yeah, that's what's been going on. I'm planning our sew-along, our upcoming sew-along. It'll start hopefully the 1st of September, and I will have a sewing guide. It is not a pattern, and I want to stress that right now. I'm not creating a pattern. I'm creating a sewing guide, and you will have to watch the videos to learn how to make it. It's easy. It's easy. It's another very easy quilt, and I'll break it into parts for beginner quilters. The hardest thing I think about this quilt is going to be the square and a square. And I did find a site that has free foundation patterns, I do believe. I need to go back and look at it again, so I'm going to be putting that link in the description. So always make sure and read the description, because I do put links in there if I remember and I reference something. So always remember to check the description. All right, guys, I think that's it. For this morning. Wishing all of you a fabulous day today. And if you are going back to school, whether you're in college, high school, have children in school, whatever the case may be, have a happy, great start to your school year. And I just wish you the best. Wishing you the best. Wishing you a fabulous day. And I wanted to get some pictures of the full sturgeon moon. This is the full moon, and it's so cloudy here you can't. Yeah. I was so disappointed when I went out to let the girls out. I took a little short video of them this morning. They were awake. They were already off the roost, and they were wanting out. It's awful early because it was pitch black dark. It was only like 5 o'clock. So, yeah, they get up early. All right, guys. I'll see you in the sewing room, or I'll see you back here for some more chit-chat. Oh, and don't forget, I have a podcast, which will be, hopefully, I'll be starting more consistently, posting on the podcast on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, yeah. I actually may end up moving this chatty chat over to the podcast on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you in the sewing room, or catch you in the garden, or catch you over on the podcast. Have a great day. Bye for now.